I worked in the sort of indirectly in the construction industry in Gladstone, and it sort of came as a status thing to work for Bechtel and on construction in Gladstone.
I had a lot of friends growing up that their parents worked for Bechtel, and so I was familiar with the company. I've always wanted to be able to travel and live internationally. And when I graduated from the University of Houston, so Bechtel has a pretty big presence on our campus, and from job fairs to applying to the job to moving to my first project from Houston to Washington State, it was the perfect opportunity.
Bechtel has a great reputation in the industry, and I've been in the industry for 7 years, so the chance to work out on a site, which I hadn't had a chance to do before, and the chance to work for a company like Bechtel was something that really interested me.
I think what inspired me was the fact that Bechtel is a global company. When I finished university, I did have the travel bug like a lot of people do, and I saw Bechtel as this huge company with projects all over the world and thought that could be exciting. So it has taken me to quite a few different places actually in my career so far with Bechtel.
The best thing about working for Bechtel is the opportunity to work in mega projects, in huge multi-billion-dollar projects where other companies don't have, the opportunity to get the chance to build something like this here. I guess we're just lucky that Bechtel has come to Australia and give us, us Aussies, an opportunity to build something like this here. It was very unique.
Yeah. All the different people you meet, that's number one. Number two, for your career would be all the opportunities and the experience and the learning that you get. I've learned a lot on this project about myself and about construction.
The best thing for me working for Bechtel is probably that I can have quite a large scope of work. So I'm essentially second in charge to our workforce services manager. Still quite young, so it feels good to be able to have that responsibility and have the opportunity to make decisions and make big calls, and just hope that they're the right one, which they have been so far. So continue to do that.
Just meeting a lot of different people from all over the world, working with the different disciplines that are here on site, the civil team, the piping team, mechanical team, learning a little bit more about what they do and how what you do impact, their installation.
I'd say probably that I'm a tough girl. I've worked in some really unusual places. Always coped with what's ever thrown in my direction. So yeah, I know that I love a challenge. I know that I can step up to a challenge, and that's something that I've learnt in the last probably 7-8 years within the kind of construction industry. So I'd say that's probably the most thing, is that I know I can do a challenge when I'm given it, and I do seem to have that reputation that give it to me, I'll sort it out, and something will get done.
The most valuable thing that I've learned about myself is the importance to be a good communicator, and also the importance to be able to have confidence in the decisions that you make.
Surprisingly enough, acceptance of myself, and the fact that my interests lie in tools of all things.
I think I've learned how much I really didn't know, because I started in design engineering, so I jumped out here in the field and say, okay, let me see just how good I am with designing electrically. Get in the field, start working with electricians, and I say, oops, maybe I don't know as much as I thought I did, and working with them, becoming better design engineer and learning what I really need to do when I'm doing design and what I need to pay attention to. So that's been very valuable to me.
I guess for us, particularly for women in construction, it's sometimes daunting to make the first decision to go into construction. But for us, once you get here, you're certainly welcome with open arms, and you need to prove yourself. But if you're willing to give it a go and stick to it, then it's quite rewarding.
Be organised. If you can put up with the organisation, like ironing clothes on a Sunday and cooking a whole week's worth of dinners on a Sunday, it's definitely a good challenging career.
I say go for it, why not? You don't get this opportunity to travel around Australia and to build a multi-billion-dollar project. I just say, go for it.
If you want something different, I definitely go for it. It's not just your your typical job. It's not just sitting at a desk. Yeah, I do that sometimes, but it really is getting out there in the field and seeing what construction is all about and what the guys do, and it's just a very challenging, different role, so go for it if that's what you're up for.
Construction is variety. Every day is different.
Exciting, challenging, can be very inspiring. It's very diverse. You meet amazing people. Yes, I think that sums it up in one, really.
Construction is worldwide, non-stop, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know, you walk out of your room. I live in the camp, so I walk out of my room and it doesn't matter what time of night it is, there's something going on here. And it doesn't matter what continent you are, technically, well, I guess maybe not Antarctica, but you know, most likely there's going to be a Bechtel project that's going on there, so it's everywhere.
Construction is dynamic, challenging and needs more women. Get out there, girls.